Hey, how you doing, Maxwell? How you doing today? You working? I'm just getting ready to go to the day camp and packing up some gear. I thought I would just fool around with the system here a little bit. I think today I'll try out my new iTensile system that I got there from for that review that they sent me for free. Coffee, a little bit of coffee. Can't wait to see more content. Yeah, big muscles too, eh? So you're working today? Is that what's going on? Gave me a couple of weapons. Hey, Harris Outdoors, how you doing? I was over on your site today. Seen you're building your chair. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm just packing up some gear so I can get out there and hit up the day camp and cook up a little bit of lunch, work on my bushcrafting chair, and probably finish off the bench that I was working on earlier. And just trying to figure out what tools I'm going to need. I have to bring the Bush Beast, of course. In case you've never seen the Bush Beast there, it's a knife that my buddy from Beastly Ironworks made. It's a 5160 spring steel, and it's got a really nice knife, good gripping. Got a good knob on the end, so I could actually use it for some wood chopping. I like it. It's called the Bush Beast. A lot of activity on YouTube today, eh? A lot of people doing their live streams and things like that. I've seen a bunch of people who are doing what's called raids, live raids. What do I need here? Oh, cordage. Gonna need some cordage if I'm gonna build that chair. I gotta put together a bag for my cordage, so I'm not always grabbing from one to the other. It'd be good to have a couple bags of 550 paracord. I've got none of that fancy stuff that you had, but yeah. You still with me there, Maxwell? Yeah, so I think I'm not going to need too much today. I'm only going out for a couple of short hours. Killdeer Survival, how you doing? I'm just doing a quick little live stream today. Something going to be really simple. I'm getting set to go out for a little bit of time out at the day camp. I'm going to build myself a new bushcrafting chair, work on a camp a bit, maybe even get started on a table if I get the opportunity. So, fine, like. Yeah. Got George coming and then going to pump iron. Oh, you're not working right now? I know Victoria was over earlier and she said that you were you were working. So and that knife could go in later. Oh, I know something that I need for this. Whereabouts are you located, Killdeer? I'll be popping in and out of the screen here a bit there. I just got to grab some supplies, but I'll try and keep talking. Got to grab myself that's something really important for a day at the day camp. There we go. Can't forget the IPAs. Always got to have a nice cold beverage or two when you're out at the day camp, right? And I always like to take my beers. And I'll take them and I'll just package them in a paper bag. Gives me a little kindling if I need it. Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Oh, wow. Cool. It's, I'm located in southern Ontario, up in in Ontario, sort of close to the Niagara Falls area. Don't know if you've ever been up here to take in the sights and the sceneries around Niagara, but it's a nice area to come to. Okay, I got my pots, got my coffee, got some water, got my high pencil, got my beer. Morning, John. How you doing? No, I'm not grabbing toilet paper. Just like I say, just grabbing some gear to get out there in the bush. Got on my new Cabela's hiking boots today. I want to get them all broken in. T and Andy, hi, how you doing today? Thanks for popping into the stream. It's just going to be a quick shorty today. Just like I say, getting some stuff ready to head out to the day camp, and going to be doing a little bit of building out there. So it's a beautiful day. We've hit about 14 degrees Celsius here because we're in Canada. I don't know what that relates to in Fahrenheit, but it's a nice warm day here, so I want to get out and take advantage of it. I was actually hoping to get out in a boat today. I pulled my boat out of the garage and got all the batteries in. It's all ready to go. But we'll probably go sometime during the week. A friend of mine and myself going to head over to Navy Island on the Niagara River. Go looking for some deer antlers. They're all shedding their antlers right now. So it's a good time to go for a hike and see what we can find out there for antlers and stuff like that. And hopefully stay away from the poison ivy. Don't like that stuff. Looks like I got pretty much everything I'm going to need. Got my Husqvarna axe. It's an axe I got off of Amazon. Who we got in the house here? Hi, Joy. How you doing? Good to see you. Grim, how you doing, buddy? Found any sheets this year? Oh, you haven't found any sheds? You go looking for it too, eh? You know what? If I find any, I'll probably just give them to Molly so she has a good chew unless I find a real nice rack. Sorry for that light at the top. I got a fluorescent strip over top here. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys my axe. It's a Husqvarna axe. Everybody always goes on about the Hanford Brooks and Halton, all those other axes. This is a Husqvarna I picked up off of Amazon for about $80. It's a fantastic axe, come with a nice little sheath. The only problem with it was, and I seen this with a lot of reviews on it, was they said that the edge, and like it wasn't finished off very nice. This one's got a really nice handle. Yes, it comes with instructions on it, how to and how not to. But the profile was really bad. So my buddy who made my Bush Beast, the knife there, that you've probably seen one of my videos, he actually took the axe and he gave it a really nice profile, as you can see, and it's very sharp now, and it's really good for, yeah, it's a good chopper now, for sure. I used that in my last video there when I was making my my bench, and that's going to be a handy tool today for what I'm using it for. And then, of course, everybody's always seen my Agua Canyon. You know, I'm a a real lover for that saw. This is a great little tool for those of you that have never seen one or don't have one or are thinking about getting one. If you're thinking about it, get it. Easy to assemble, and this thing sharp as a Dickens, and goes through a lot of good wood. You'll see me using it in almost all my videos for prepping wood and cutting down trees and doing whatever I have to do out there. So it's pretty cool stuff. Morning, Preston. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, everyone. Got to go to church. Yeah, got to go to church. It's your Sunday. I'm just preparing to head out to the day camp. Going to go out there, shoot a video, get some more content up there. I just hit the 400 subscriber mark, which is pretty cool. I'm really happy to have finally accomplished that. Got to now stay over 400. Hopefully, all people that are interested in my content. But if you haven't already subscribed, it'd be awesome if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button and maybe like this video. That'll be awesome. I've got a lot of stuff in the works. As I said earlier, I just pulled my boat out of the garage, got that all prepped up, and I'm getting ready to get that out on the water. I think rainbow trout are going to start running pretty soon up on the Niagara River. Going to be doing some of that. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks there, I'll get my new canoe. I know I keep talking about that because I'm very excited about it, but that'll be coming soon. And I can get up there and take you guys on an overnight trip. Awesome Epic Adventures. Thanks for dropping in. Much appreciate your time, or you taking the time to come on in. Tia and Andy, I think I said hi to you guys already. Where am I heading? Sorry if I already said that. I've got a day camp about 15 minutes from my house. And I'm going to head over to my daughter and future son-in-law's house to pick up Molly. Molly had a sleepover at their house. And then we're going to head out to the day camp. And I'm going to probably shoot a video. I want to get a camp chair done, maybe start working on a counter, and I'll probably do a little bit more work on the workbench that I was doing. The landowner said he was going to drop off some rocks because in the area where I am, there's no rocks there, but he said he may have some there that he could drop off so I could use for the fire pit. So I'm just going to go there, tinker around. It's a beautiful day. It's about 14 degrees Celsius, which is probably, I don't know, maybe mid-50s. I'm not exactly sure at the conversion, but it's going to be a nice day to be working out there and getting some things done. And hey, a good day outside is better than a bad day outside is better than a good day inside, right? So John Klopp, thanks for popping in. Much appreciate you stopping by to say hello. And say I'm just packing up gear here. And yeah. Oh, I know what I need. I need some fire starter. I think I got something for that there. Well, I left a kindling bag at the camp. Yeah, who's blowing up there, Grim? Just saw a canoe on live. I figured I would stop in and see something. Hi, Grim, thanks for coming in, man. I was watching your video the other day with that shelter that you built. Forget what you call it. You could put the name on there. Get some people over to watch that video. That's pretty cool. That's a cool little shelter. I may have to try that. We got a lot of a bender. That's it. Yeah, the bender. That's a cool little shelter. Good in a survival situation. It's funny. I don't know if you guys have seen. I don't know if you guys had seen the video that I did about the windstorm that we had here in Niagara, and it blew a huge tarp off of one of our outdoor shelters. Yesterday, I finally pulled that thing back out of the shed, cut it all up into pieces and stuff, and just keeping the day camp in mind, because what I think I might do is I might do a lean-to style shelter over the bench that I built, and that'll be like, just give me some cover if I go out there for an overnighter or something, or a bit of a windbreak. And I'll probably use some of that tarp. I never did say that that tarp or that the day camp was going to be all natural and things like that. But what I'm going to do is Today I may even be bringing with me a chainsaw. I'm just going to fill up all kinds of firewood. I'd rather be working on the day camp than actually processing wood for fires all the time. And because I'm going to be there all the time, I might as well put up a stockpile. There's a lot of fallen trees, all hardwood. And yeah, I might just process and stack some logs today. So yeah, I got a big day going, and it's already 10:45 here in the morning. So yeah, if I go there, get there for about 11:30, and probably stay there till about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Maybe have lunch out there. That should be good. Well, you think that'd be a good video, processing wood with a chainsaw? Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the cordage and then stack it. And that there, I don't mind splitting it when I need it, but just the process of actually cutting all the wood and getting it all ready is it can be a bit tedious using a saw. And you know what? Because I'm close to home, like, you know, I'll keep the survivalist or bushcrafting skilly type of things to just when I go on my trips. I know I can do it, and I don't have to do it every time I go out. I could use that chainsaw to my advantage because, well, hey, I got one, right? So yeah. I've killed deer. It takes me about 15 minutes to get to where my day camp is. I'm located in southern Ontario, around Niagara Falls area, and I was granted permission by a landowner of he's a friend of a friend, and I met the guy, and he gave me permission to use his property. It's not a huge wood lot; it's a hardwood lot. And it takes me about 15 minutes from my house, and yeah, it's kind of nice that I have that. Like I say, I'm not in total wilderness. I do hear trains, I do hear planes, I do hear automobiles. I get ATVers out there. It's a wooded lot adjacent to a bunch of farmers' fields. So, you know, I'd imagine in the summertime, you know, we'll get the tractors and all those things out there doing what they have to do to keep their farmlands sustained. But you know what? It's a little piece of heaven for me because I can't always get myself up north or things like that, because that's always like a 9-hour drive. So what do we got there? Niagara Falls area is so nice. Yeah, you know what? It's nice for us here because we live here. We see it every day. It's nothing that important. But you know what? It is beautiful. I always get more of a thrill when I see small waterfalls up north when I'm on a canoe trip or something than I do seeing one of the natural wonders of the world, being the Niagara Falls itself. It's beautiful, but you know what? For us locals here, if we want to go down there and see it, parking is a pain in the ass. You know, all the people. It's just the scenery is all it is. And it's not even all natural now because you look above the falls and you can see all the stuff for water diversion for all the power plants. Beautiful place. If you're going to get the opportunity to come up and check it out, give me a ring too, because I'd be happy to show you around. But I prefer to stay in my little corner over here and stay away from all that stuff. Yeah, you got woods right in your backyard there, killdeer. That's awesome. I wish. Yeah, actually, I kind of had a verbal typo there, John. We're not 9 hours. If I were going to Algonquin Park, it would take me about from where I am about 5 hours. 9 hours is to where I like going canoeing when I do my canoe trips. I got the one video up there about Halliday Lake, and like that trip, that was probably an 8-hour drive. But I don't consider myself up north until I pass Algonquin Park, or even like North Bay or Sudbury area. That's when north starts for me. So. KW area, is that Kitchener-Waterloo? TN Andy, is that Kitchener-Waterloo area? Joy, old is nothing but a frame of mind. I'm sneaking up on 55 here, and sometimes I feel like I'm 75, but most of the times I feel like I'm still in my 30s or 40s. So that's the way I like to think about it. Yeah, you awesome epic. I was watching one of your videos there. You're hiking in your back. You're from Australia, right? And you're hiking in your backyard. Seen you guys cross like a couple nice little streams and stuff like that. One question I have for you guys: do you guys have anything dangerous right around your area? Because I hear you guys got like some snakes that could kick your ass, and spiders and stuff like that. Or is it just kangaroos that can kick you? Yeah, you know what, Grim? It's just like somebody living in Las Vegas or something, right? You live in Las Vegas and you see the Strip every day. It's no big deal. But for somebody like, say, myself, my wife and I went there back in November, and to us it was like an adult playground, right? But if you would live there, if you live around it, just like anybody that might live around a Grand Canyon or anything that's a scenic, touristy type of area, people see it all the time. It's just everyday life for you, but that's why we travel, right? That's why we travel, is to see different sites and take in new cultures and things like that. If you live down in Dominican Republic, and it's hot every day, you don't have the appreciation for it. For us, we go down there during the winter time, leave freezing weather to go down there, enjoy the warm weather. To us, it's something. To them, it's like everyday life. You're 53 and your body doesn't want to move, eh, Kilder? Yeah. That's us, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Over the last week or two, my subscription list, not my subscribers, but people I subscribe to, many of you are like, a lot of you are some of the new people I've been following. And I'm really enjoying that content. A lot of us are really stuck on the big names in this, TA Outdoors and the Robinette, and like, all these big dudes that have million plus subscribers. And I'm finding that their content's really starting to get watered down. No disrespect to a guy like Joe Robinette. Love his videos. Don't even mind spending the 55 minutes to an hour watching his videos. But I find his content's really starting to get watered down. A lot of content on YouTube is starting to get watered down. And, the fact that, I don't know if anybody watched one of his last videos, but the fact that he farts in the thing and makes light of it a bunch of times, I don't know if that's pushing the envelope or what. No disrespect to the guy. The guy is amazing out there and the stuff that he knows and things that I've learned from him. But the fact that, he's taking rude liberties like that. Whatever. It's one of life's things, but I think there's much better than that out there for sure. And watching a lot of your channels, people under 5,000 subscribers, in many cases, people under 1,000, like myself. I like the content. Drove 8 hours yesterday just to visit a zoo to see some wildlife. Really? So you got no wildlife around your area then? When spiders haven't come across any snakes on our hikes. I'm sure they're in there though. Yeah. They like to hide out. Just don't be turning any rocks without gloves on or something, right? What do you got there, McCartney? Man, I've heard all about that park. You need to go. If you're talking about Algonquin Park, McCartney, it's a great place. Tons of opportunity for hiking, biking, skiing in the wintertime, camping on the corridor, interior camping, canoe trips. It's pretty much got it all. The one thing that I find with Algonquin Park is, I don't know if you could say maybe I'm a bit of a loner, but I get out there in Algonquin and I find that I see too many people. You can get into more remote spots, but that usually encompasses portages like 2+ kilometers at a time, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kilometers. And portages at 55 years old are not my idea of fun. I won't stray away from them, but they're not my idea of fun. So if you want to go for a leisurely, weekender type of thing or an overnighter, you tend to not stray too far, and it's like canoeing down a busy street. There's people all over the place, and in a lot of cases you're fighting for campsites. So it can get a little tedious with people around all over the place, for sure. Harris Outdoors, if you haven't already taken off, thanks for popping in for this little shorty. I'm off here myself probably in about 4 or 5 minutes. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button or the subscribe button or that bell notification, be appreciated if you guys can do that for me. Like I say, I just finally surpassed the 400 subscriber mark, and that kind of makes me happy. I'm pushing on here to 500 now. That's my next goal, obviously. And yeah, we're just going to keep trudging along. Sorry for all the banging. Somebody's dropping something up there.
You okay?
Yeah, are you?
I don't know. I heard bang, bang.
Yeah, well, whatever it is probably stuff falling off the washing machine. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
We got stuff. We're undergoing a renovation in our house right now. Renovating our front entranceway, bathroom, our guest bathroom, and the laundry room, which comes off the front hallway. And I got all kinds of tools on there, like my drill. I think that was probably my drill that fell. So my wife's doing laundry, and everything's falling off the dryer. So thanks, Killdeer. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I say, 400 is a pretty cool goal. It's funny. It was only a few weeks ago that I was saying, "Oh man, I hope I could hit 250. Hope I could hit 250." And it seems as we go along and the numbers get bigger, the more people come on, and it starts roller coasting. Have an awesome day, T and Andy. Catch you next time. T and Andy, head out and enjoy yourself there. And I will be in touch with you guys, leaving you some comments on your videos. So keep the content coming. Much appreciated. I say it's always nice to see new stuff. Yeah. So what's everybody got planned for their Sunday? Anybody got anything exciting going on? Anybody else getting out and doing anything? Just remembered something else I need to bring because I'm going to be cutting and processing a lot of small wood, my little Fiskars. It's a good little saw. Work. It's Sunday, Grim. You can't do any work. It's the day of play and rest. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are on the other side of the world. It's 1 a.m. Monday morning. Wow. Man, you know what? If I ever come to Australia, there would probably take me 2 or 3 days to get rid of the jet lag and get used to being in a totally different time zone. It's crazy. It's funny though, because I was up until 1 a.m. last night, actually probably watching a couple of your videos and stuff. I had a late night last night, and that's why I got a late start going today, because on my weekends I like to try and sleep in until at least 8 o'clock in the morning, right? That's okay. You know what? You guys got to take your breaks and get your rest while you can, eh? Grim Raven, I can't get past 412 LOL, but I'm fine with that. You know what, guys? Go check out Grim Raven. Show him a bit of love. He's also part of a Facebook group called the Community Outdoors, and there's I believe 5 guys that are posting YouTube videos, and it all has to do with bushcrafting and outdoor adventures and things of that sort. They've just kicked this thing off. Each guy's taking a turn each week doing a video, and you can also check that out there on Facebook. Become part of that group called. Type it up there, Grim. It's a Community Outdoors. Even put a link if you have a link, and everybody can check that out and get involved with that. So that's my shout out for the day. Check out Grim Raven and a Community Outdoors. Got a few guys or real characters on there. I know Rod there from Oh, what is it? Bushcraft. Oh gosh, having a brain fart. But you'll find all the guys on there. But Rod's a real character. He always gets out there and does something goofy. He's got short little videos. Beat around a bushcraft. That's it. Beat around a bushcraft. K-Wood, is it not? But you can check out Rod as well. So there's another shout out for a good buddy of mine. And you know what? I encourage you guys all to check out each other's channels and learn, watch, play, and support. That's all good stuff. Yeah. Me too. All right. So again, if I could. Oh, so you're already subscribed to Grim? Yeah. Grim does. Actually, Grim, you know what? I think you and I probably kicked off our sites at about the same time, or our channels at about the same time. And our channels have been growing at about the same pace. So that's a pretty cool thing that, it's a YouTube friendship. I've built a lot of these over time. Never personally met any of you guys. But you know what? It's nonetheless, it's just a way of contacting and getting to know each other. So that's all cool stuff. But yeah. So Grim, make sure you get over and check out Awesome Epic Adventures as well. See how they do it on the Aussie side. I'm sure it's not much different than here, but the one thing I notice about when you're watching these overseas type of things are these people they have just same techniques, but they have different materials to work with. Their flora and fauna is all different. The topography of the landscape is a lot different. So that's all cool stuff. There's my good buddy David. How you doing? Good to see warm weather finally get here. Yeah, me. I'm just. I was getting my day pack ready. I'm heading out to the bushcraft camp. You know about that? You've been there. You've earned your hat. And just getting ready to head on out there and play a bit in the bush. What are you doing? You want to go? I know. Didn't you say you're getting ready to start your YouTube channel? Are you not? How are you making out with that? And just to put a smile on your face, yes, it's coming out to play today. Dave at Beastly Ironworks. You can check him out on his Instagram channel. There he goes. A shout out for you, Dave. But Dave at Beastly Ironworks is the guy who made this. This is my bush beast, bush crafting knife. Showed it earlier. And this is going to be a very valuable work tool. It's a 5160 spring steel. He's done some really nice jimping, I believe he says it's called, on the tang here. Blue and black canvas micarta scales, a couple loops for lanyards, and if I ever had to tie that into a spear so I could be a spear hunter. Yeah, and really nice edge on it. Some nice scale detail all on the blade. Nice 90-degree back of the blade for using that fire steel. So a knife I'm happy with. I've actually given this more use lately than any of my other knives. So I think that was the whole intention, right, David? What do we got here? Yeah. You know what? Grim. He's actually, I think, trying to turn that into a bit of a business or a side business. He's in the same industry as I am, as a sign or in the sign industry. I'm a printer, but he's an installer. So, and that's how we know each other. Yeah, Awesome Epic Adventures. YouTube has been doing a lot of wacky stuff lately. It's like pretty soon you're not going to be able to do anything on here. They're gonna phase themselves right out if they keep doing what they're doing, because I believe they just started this thing where I think 2 days ago or maybe even yesterday, where you can't live stream with a mobile device now, whether it's a tablet or a phone. You can't live stream if you're under 1,000 subscribers. Like, how stupid is that? I follow guys. One of the guys is on here earlier, Jim at Knight's Armory. He live streams every Sunday from a flea market that he sells knives at. and it affects him. He's only got like 600 subscribers, and now with this rule, he can no longer do his live streams from his knife shop because he only uses his tablet to stream from. So they're punishing people, and I'm not exactly sure. I think it had something to do with those shootings that they had, the mass shootings that they had at that mosque that was back in the news a couple of weeks ago. I heard it had something to do with that. But so what they're doing is they're punishing the entire YouTube community for something. Well, maybe they should monitor things a bit better and be a little quicker on the gun to maybe take down sites that shouldn't be live streaming things that they're not. But to punish the entire YouTube community is kind of a kick in the arse, and I think personally a step backwards. It's not fair. It's not fair to guys like Jim and a couple of other people I follow that don't deserve that. Like, you know, they've already had that privilege, and now the privilege is being taken away from them like that. You know, so that's unfair, very unfair. Yeah, that was a good night. Have a good one. Killdeer, if you're still on, have a good one. Sorry, I missed. I get rambling on here sometimes, but sorry. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you spending a bit of time with me today. So that's great stuff. And hope to see you on the next feed. So I have I have a bunch of stuff today. I wish I could. That's okay. I'll be thinking of you, Dave, when I'm drinking a Get It the Fuck India. Trying to get my new office set up. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So that's all finally good. She's gone. You got your space, your naked room. Is that Grim? Is that what you're shooting all your videos on, an iPhone? Yeah, awesome, Epic. That's supposedly what it was all about. I guess what happened was when them shootings were going on, somebody under 1,000 subs actually was shooting video, doing live stream of it, and I guess from that their numbers like skyrocketed. And you know, YouTube, they want everybody to earn their stripes, right? They want you to earn your subscribers and your likes and your alerts and your video view time, hence the monetization with the 1,000 to 4,000. But from what I understand from a live I was on yesterday from a fella who's trying to get his numbers up because that's his main way of doing lives is with his phone when he's on hikes, and he's trying to hit that 1,000. He's almost there. He'll probably hit that spot today. But it was supposedly to do with the whole New Zealand the mosque shootings, and I don't I'm not going to go on record as saying that is exactly why. But like I say, YouTube drops the bomb on us for all. And I've only been doing this again since late December. I restarted my channel around between Christmas and New Year's, and ever since then, it seems like weekly. They're dropping some new bomb, something. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do. Well, there can only be so many can'ts before nothing exists. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to go on a rant about it because I'm only one guy and there's not much we can do. YouTube and Google are the boss, right? You want to play in their field, you got to play by their rules. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Sad event. Well, why punish YouTubers? That's exactly what I say. We gotta play by their rules. Just living, thank you, much appreciated. Yeah, I was just over on your live there, and then we did that. What would you call that? A raid? Went over and raided Ralph's Trucking. I gotta get me a part of one of them. I went over to Ralph's Trucking, and then he sent everybody on a raid over to somebody else's, and I got there, and then I just had to get myself going because I'm actually running behind schedule right now. I was going to leave at 11 o'clock to go to my day camp. So before you saw the video, it was pretty horrific. Yeah, you know what? Exactly. And they say there's workarounds for this whole live. Going live, you can use other platforms to actually do the live. You can do it through your Facebook and stuff like that. But I'm not into all that. And you know what? It doesn't really affect me that much because I've never done a live on my cell phone or on my tablet. It's always here at home, usually up in my kitchen. I'm building a little studio in a down corner of my basement. And this is just my gear corner that you've probably seen in one of my videos that I tidied up. And so it doesn't affect me, but I know it does affect many, and it affects a lot of people that I watch myself. So that Beasley, if you're looking for Jim's feed at the flea market, that's why. He can't stream until he hits 1,000 on a mobile device. So, and as far as that video is concerned for the shooting, to hear about it on the news is enough because it's a tragedy in itself, but it's something that I would not even want to watch. So some people are into that thing, but I'm not. So I prefer not to even watch it. And the fact that they took it down was a good thing. Yeah, the daughter finally moved out. Now I have my own space, can make it all nice. She's all I want to work. Yeah, you know what? We got to sit down one day, Dave. I got a few things here. Got me a nice roll of crafting leather. I just picked up off of Amazon. I got a whole bunch of leather making tools. So you and I should sit down over a beer or two and hammer out a couple of sheaths. I know we were going to make a new sheath for the Bush Beast, but I've also got got the little hatchet that you gave me. I want to make a sheath for that guy. And then I've got this old Halts Brooks axe that I just sort of refinished as a decoration, but I want to get a sheath made up for that there. So I can carry and use it if I want to. Maybe make something that's similar to this one, which is the sheath that come with the axe itself. So yeah, like I say, we tip a couple beers, and then maybe one day I'll come over and hammer out a couple knives with you. What do we got here? I was waiting. Yeah, well, you know what? You're going to get to head on there in a few minutes. Jeff's Reviews, thanks for joining. I was actually just getting ready to close up shop here. I was on, well, almost on for 45 minutes. Only wanted to do a quick half hour while I was setting up some gear for my day outing here. So, yeah, it sounds like fun for sure, Dave. We'll get out there. Jeff, thanks, buddy. It's been a long time coming. My son has a few more years. So, yeah, funny thing, you know what? One of my daughters moved out, and the other one moved back in again. The baby moved out with her fiance into their new house. They're getting married in September, and it's exactly the day that my youngest daughter moved out. My oldest daughter moved back in, so we've got her around, which is not a bad thing. We love having the kids around for sure, so that's all cool. Erica's the one that you see in one of my videos there. Bushcraft day with my daughter. She's holding up a nice little feather stick. Go and check that out. She had a really good day with her dad out there, and we had a lot of fun. And made her breakfast out there in the bush on cast iron, right on the fire. Yeah, it's all good times. Parenting never ends. Yeah, you know what? Awesome Epic. It's I pride myself in my gear. I'm a bit of a gearhead, but the one thing I try to buy is quality gear. I try not to buy the cheaper stuff because I've had experiences with the cheap stuff, and it fails you when you least need it to fail you, right? So you want to make sure you get the good stuff for sure. But yeah, and this is if you checked out one of my last videos there, the Gear Corner Challenge. This is the gear corner that my daughter and we put the new racking system in there. And as much gear as I have, it actually encompassed, it got everything on here. And I actually have space to boot. Plus I got all back here. I got all my tents and my backpacks and sleeping bags and stuff like that. And I got another gear corner in my garage, which has got all my fishing stuff, basically all my fishing rods, because that's always got to be nice and close to the boat. And yeah, so we're trying to keep it organized. You know, my wife says things got a little messy down here, and I always say happy wife, happy life. So yeah. You know what? We've all been beginners. I can still remember, I've been canoeing now for good 35, 40 years. And I remember back when I first started canoeing, using a pop tent with 2 poles and not knowing much about it, carrying in cooler, and I mean portaging with coolers of food, bottles and bottles of water, because we didn't have water filtration, didn't know we could drink if we could drink the water. So yeah, man, you know what? It's a learning curve, but if you keep watching these YouTube videos, my content and content of a lot of these people on here, you'll learn the things, and you can learn how you can use certain tools for multiple uses. The knife I keep showing you, it's a cutting knife. I can use it to process food. I can use it to chop wood with, because it's really heavy duty. There's just a lot of purposes to a lot of the tools that I've got. Things like tarps, right? You get a nice tarp. You can use that thing for, covering gear. You could use it for a shelter. You can use it to just keep the rain off you. There's just multiple uses for these things. So it's learning about what gear you need, and just take care of the essentials. You need something to cut, you need cordage, you need a way to start a fire, some sort of device for carrying water. Those are the main essentials, and everything beyond that, before you know it, you'll have a corner like this, and you'll be you'll be loading right up. So, but yeah, for sure. Well, guys, you know what? Coming up on 50 minutes here. I really appreciate everybody coming in. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. They say it helps us. I don't know how it helps us in the YouTube world, but I'll just go on record as saying it helps. And I'm going to head out, and that'll get me the opportunity to get some more footage today so that I can get a new video posted within the next couple of days. So I'm going to sign out for now. Beastly Ironworks. We'll see you hopefully this week. We'll have a chit chat, maybe sit down for a beer or something, and we'll move on from there. So, guys, thanks for joining me. This is Dennis from Canoehound Adventures signing off. And remember, people, keep the adventures alive. Hey.